joining everyone for a good little hard session tonight. So hopefully you're all doing well, getting some riding in as well, a little bit outside. I was saying on Saturday myself, I did the workout in here and we did our structure and then went out for a little pedal later. It was pretty awesome actually, good combo. Trying to duck and weave around people, make sure I didn't get close to anyone, because we know that all the things we taught you about drafting is no longer relevant, right? Anyway, hopefully that'll all come back, but certainly getting anywhere close to people out there is a little bit tough to do on a beautiful sunny day out on the roads around here. So just gonna wait for everybody to look like they're settled. And by the way, thanks for some great pictures. Sarah, you had a really good one the other day. You've got quite the little pain cave there. Looks good. It's fun seeing everybody's setups as well. So I was just talking to Sam and Jeff, and they're on Kaiser bikes tonight, so gonna see how that goes, but at least it's the first part will be a little bit tough to do on those bikes, I think, but the main sets, no, we'll see. It'll be interesting. I think you'll be okay. On that note, just while we're warming up, I want everyone just easy peasy, 3-ish out of 10, just turning the legs around, getting them ready for a good bit of work tonight. VeloFix, the come to your home bike maintenance company and set up. They're also helping out with people's trainers. So I know I had someone the other day that was on and off because their calibration was out, that kind of thing. Bear in mind, you know, you can get some help for those things as well. And also, if you know anyone looking for trainers, I think they can still access some. But hopefully you're just all gonna be back in here sometime soon anyway. So nice and easy to start out with. We had, I was just talking to a couple of the guys the other day saying, our girl who's been training with us from Girona, they did get the word from the Tour de France that they've given a postponed date starting August 2nd. So even that's promising. Be interesting to know what that looks like. Are they going to let crowds out if it happens in August? I don't know. But anyway, just the fact that they're even talking about having an event at a given month now is progress, I guess. And that can make us hopeful for BC Bike Race, those of you that are doing that, and some of the later in the season big rides. So that in mind, keeping on it, I'm also going to be doing some outdoor workouts, and I'll give some information about that. But basically, those of you who love Power Hour, we would be doing Power Hour in Vancouver, which I think everyone here is fairly local. So I'll be sending those workouts as well, so that if you are inclined to go and do them on your own, you have some guidelines, okay? So from easy pedaling, we're gonna get just into our early drills, turning the pedals over and getting some leg speed going. Tracy's turning on my fans. Maybe you could get your helpers to turn on your fans. Open some windows. Doesn't help you to be sweltering if you can avoid it. So make sure you can get as cool an environment as possible. So from your easy gear, we're gonna stay in this easy gear, and we're gonna do a cadence ramp. Actually, sorry, a cadence pyramid. When I say pyramid, meaning obviously up and down the other side with some control. So 3 to 4 out of 10. 100 cadence is where I want you to start. Just for those of you who are using my helper playlist, and I'm sorry that you need a bit of DJing to work around, but I try every day to make it something that'll work with what the workout's timing is all about. Now you can see how stressy it is for me trying to work the music while I'm doing this. But there's one called Wednesday Night LT April, And we would be in the early part of it right now, not getting to tunes until we get to the first set, cadence efficiency. And then our hard Oreo sets, where we're going to do MAP into FTP, out in MAP. Okay, so before we get there, 100 cadence now. Let's just breathe, give the shoulders a little shake, remind ourselves to relax, core engaged, and we're going to go up and then come down from a top end cadence. So we're still at 100 cadence right now. I'm going to have you lift it in just a few seconds here to 105. I think everyone has a cadence meter. Follow my legs if you don't. And up, 105. Laugh when I tell people that I used to ride my rollers in my basement, training for years without any devices. I used to count my pedal strokes, okay? So how many are there every 15 seconds? We've just moved up from 25 to 26. Tiny little increments when you're doing these 5 RPM changes. We're gonna go up to 110, coming up in 15 seconds. So 105, nice and comfortable, riding along the road. Even for the gear mashers, pretty doable. And just teaching our bodies to handle it. Bring it up now, 110, overreaching, okay? Up. Kind of annoying, getting into those uncomfortable, for most of us, kind of ranges, but just try and get there, settle in, look away, and then we'll look back in about 20 seconds. See if you've managed to hold the same cadence. Back the gear off if you're bringing it up too much. This is just supposed to be a 3 to 4 out of 10 in your effort. Gonna do another increase to 115. Getting up into that team pursuiters kind of range. 115, up. Try and do it a bit by feel. Have a quick look down, then eyes up. And focus more on this, nice and relaxed. I know the Kaiser people are managing these cadences. Awesome. Hold on to it. Quick look down. Quick look back up. Good. Relax that upper body. We're gonna do another lift. 115. In 2, 1, up. Remember, if your gear is a little bit too hot, bring it down. 115, right here. Smooth circles. Awesome job. Quick look down, back up. We're gonna do one more lift. If you can, remaining quite stable. Up, 120-ish. Just 30 seconds. Try and keep those shoulders steady. Focus on the feet. Awesome job. We're going to bring it back to 115, 2, 1, 115. Settle in right there again. Feels better as we're coming down. This is just doing this nice little bit of neuromuscular training, teaching a little bit more leg speed. Hold on right here. We're going to be dropping it again, just over 10 seconds. Awesome. Bring it down. 110. Catch it on the way down. Strong through the feet. Have a look down. Make sure you're there. Try and just feel it. Ten more seconds. Change your hand position if it helps. 2, 1, 105. Getting back to normal. Good. Learning this cadence. When we do get outside a little bit more, you're gonna just be able to lock into this super easily. 10 more seconds. Gonna be dropping it to 100 cadence. Coming up shortly. And bring it back down. 100 cadence. Hold it there, just because. Last part of this 30. 10. Nicely done. Bring it back down. 2, 1. Wherever you're relaxed and comfortable gear. Just give yourself a little bit here of 2 out of 10. You just activated a whole bunch of muscles that aren't always that happy to be activated when they're cold. So just give it a nice little bit of soft pedaling. Next thing we're gonna go into is just a ramp starting from a bit of gear. Because you're doing some pretty hard efforts later on in the workout, I want you really stimulated and feeling about generating maximum power. So the first one we're gonna do, I just want you to find an effort, watts level, that's gonna be 5 out of 10, or your 50% number. And I want that to be at your 90 cadence. So we're bringing it down a little bit. 90 cadence, little bit of gear. Sip of water while you're here as well. Okay, once you're there, I'm gonna cue up for 90 seconds. You're gonna wind it up at your own rate and trying to get to your maximum cadence in this gear for the last 15 seconds. So this is just that activation with a bit of gear, and we're not adjusting the gear down. All right, so from 90, let's start winding it up. Relax in the hands and elbows. Nice and soft in the elbows. And 90 seconds to go. Up, up. Steady wind up. Nicely done, you guys. Up, up. Round 100 by now. Gonna keep going. Still over 60 seconds to go. Your comfort level. Up, up. And each time you raise your cadence, think again about composure. Relax shoulders, we're at halfway. You're over 100 cadence now, around 105 probably. Last 45 seconds, up, up. Come on. Shoulders down, bend in the elbow. 30 seconds to go. Up, up. Come on. Top it off. Now you got a little bit of watts underneath you. Come on, guys, 15. Awesome job. Eyes up. Eyes up, Sarah. Good one. In 5, 3, 2, and 1. Back it off. It's an easy minute right here. Flash, flash. One of those things, always trying to emphasize with all you guys, whatever bike you're riding, is learning that recovery. Whatever it is we come off doing to whatever the next thing is, always just taking that recovery, sucking it up as quickly as you can. Just like speed right now, but now we're going from a little bigger gear. 6 out of 10, 90 cadence. So find that, your 60% number. Again, relax. We're gonna get going here in 15 seconds. Same drill. Trying to warm everything up into being able to ultimately handle some MAP efforts later on. Here we go, from 90. 90 seconds to go. Job, guys. Settle in. Keep giving yourselves little reminders. You need to relax. Up, up, that's 15 seconds. In around 100 cadence already. The wattage or the effort is coming up because we're not adjusting the gear. Good job, up, up. 30 seconds done. Just keep it going, pulling smoothly along the bottom of the pedal stroke, up and around, up, up, halfway. I'm around 110. Come on, everybody. Settle into the rhythm. A little bit more of a workload. Keep it going. Next lift. 30 seconds to go. Up, up. Come on. Try and get up to around your 115. In this gear, should still be fine, but it is a bit of output. Hold on. One more if you can. Up, up. Come on. Just over 10 seconds. Awesome job. Come on, stay with me. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. One more. So I was telling a class the other day, I was watching a girl walking down the street after a grocery store, and she had a bag of carrots on her head, walking down the street. I'm like, well, that'd be interesting if we had a bag of carrots class and kind of see how many can keep their heads nice and level, steady. On that note, no carrots, but let's just bring it up again to 90 cadence, or down to 90 cadence probably, for all of us coming out of recovery, and 7 out of 10. So this one, you assess how far you can bring your cadence up, because the top end's going to be a little tough. Don't bury yourself too much, but we do want to just kind of start touching those high systems. Going in 15, 7 out of 10 or 70% number. All right, a quickie. Straight back, shoulders, elbows are soft, and here we go. 2, 1, 90 seconds to go. Start bringing it up. Bring the shoulders down. We know this is going to hurt a little bit more, right? Up, up. Just over 15 seconds. 100-ish cadence. By now. 1 minute to go. Good. Up, up. Keep it rolling up. From that 70%, we're heaping on a little bit here. We're halfway. Up, up. Come on. Circles. Try not to wiggle around. Nice and steady. Almost at 30 seconds to go. Up, up. Come on. I'm going to try and wind it up one more time. A little bit more. And then 15 seconds to go. Up, up. Come on. 15. Nice. Keep it smooth. Just ticking away. Pistons turning over. 3, 2, and 1. Back it off. Easy, easy. Good. Recover, recover. So just get yourself into, Tracy's turned into like the producer extraordinaire here, right? She's like, come on, eyes up, eyes up. Okay, easy little exchange here. And then what I'm gonna do is have you just unclip either side. Make sure you're not in too hard a gear. You know the deal, you know the drill. This is our advanced group. So probably around a 5 out of 10 feeling, 4 out of 10 even. Turning a nice little ticky-tock kind of turnover and unclip whichever side on my cue. We're gonna go a minute. Thinking about basically core really strong, so we're light on our hands and centered over the bike. Okay? 2, 1, here we go, a minute. And if you've over-geared, adjust your gear, like I have. Adjust your gear, thinking of a nice neutral foot, in and around the back, hip flexors. Up, up, up. 15 seconds. Nice and smooth. We can all do the downstroke pretty easily. It's more about pulling around and on the upstroke. Dangling your leg. That's good. I can't see a lot of your legs, but I'm assuming they're not positioned anywhere on the bike. All right, we got another 15 seconds. Stay with it. Stay with it. A little bit more. Last 10 coming up. Smooth. That's good. I'm looking at a lot of pretty steady looking upper bodies. Eyes up, Kathy. Doesn't help when you look down. 2, 1, and we'll take a few pedal strokes clipped in. Boom, boom, turn it over. Just assess if that gear was too hard. It always feels in the beginning like it's too easy, but then you start to get a little bit challenged. It gets hard to turn around, okay? Other leg, same thing. I'm looking for nice solid torsos. I'm looking for you guys to be steady. Extra little challenge here. We're not relying on momentum. Try not to lock your elbows. Remember, you want a soft angle. Good, another 45 seconds. Pulling it through and back, up and over. You need a challenge. Always hold your hand out in front of you. See how that core strength is? Good, another little bit, 30 seconds, a little bit less. Hold on to it. Awesome. Coming up to our last 15. Oh, Jeff swag. They're burning, I can tell. The other Jeff just has his hair down, head down. In 3, in 2, in 1. Okay, have a little drink, everyone. Oh yeah, oh yeah, okay. You're not on a CompuTrainer, are you? Are you on a CompuTrainer? Oh, there's all kinds of challenges to that, so it's, sorry about that. And then you have to adjust your gear, right? Then you adjust your gear. Oh, he's turned himself off. Okay, so what we're gonna do, the first part is we're gonna do our cadence efficiency little drill, which I really think one of the things we can take advantage of in here in a very structured environment, because this sort of thing's super hard to do outside anywhere, right? Other than on your deck outside or something like that. So we're gonna be starting at a 70 cadence, and you're only at 60%, 6 out of 10. So this is, again, It's aerobic, but you are gonna have little pushes. We've done this lots of times, but because we have this opportunity to do it a fair amount and work on our ability, you're just keeping a little bit in the workouts. Only doing it for 8 minutes. So you're gonna start out at a 70 cadence. We're gonna ride that for 1.5 minutes at your 60%. And then you're just gonna bring it up 30 seconds to your 80 cadence, which is gonna give you a little push up, probably to about your 7 out of 10, 70%. And then we're gonna settle in at that cadence. And just keep doing that, building up until our very last cadence blip is gonna be at 110. So you've gone 70, 80, 90, 100, each for 2 minutes, but bearing in mind there's a 30-second where we bring it up at the end, and then the last piece is just one little punch, and then we're done. Then we have 4 times 4 minutes Oreos. We'll talk about that in a second, okay? Let's settle into this in 30 seconds. Find 70 cadence for me, drop it down, have a little drink, bring a bit of gear in. 60% or 6 out of 10 is your feeling. This is just a really good ramp through your cadence efficiency. We're going in 5 at that 70 cadence to start. We're going in 2, 1 from 70. Let's just hunker down then for 8 minutes. If you're on the playlist, I had something timed to be sort of songs 7 and 8 to do this. Locking into this. So we're at a cadence it's definitely a climbing cadence. It's not a crisp one. It's sort of getting down towards our strength cadences. 30 seconds done already. 1 more minute like this. Lots of time to adjust your gear and just make sure your effort's around 6 out of 10. Let your ankles move. Nice and smooth. Only another 30 seconds like this. Job, everyone. Good, keep it at around that 70. Last 30 seconds is going to be the increase in cadence. Breathe, relax. Increase coming up. 30 seconds, and we're just going to our 80 cadence. Don't touch your gear at first, all right? 2, 1, up, up. Wind it up to 80. Relax those shoulders. Now, we're at more of a crisp climbing cadence. Probably at about your 70%, possibly a little bit more. Some of you. 15 more seconds. And let the gear off a little bit. Maintain your 80 cadence, and we're going to keep doing that all the way through. 80 cadence now. Awesome job, guys. While you're at these effort levels, try and think about being really steady. Everything's tracking forward. There's still a little bit of this I can see. 80 cadence. That's a new dance. I used to sing on my rollers, keep myself company. Not doing it here. She's like, please don't. Okay, we're almost in a minute. 80 cadence. Holding on to that 60%. We're gonna bring it up in 30 seconds, just using cadence. Again, this is that efficiency. Trying to teach your body to deliver all these different combinations for you. 20 seconds, all right? Nice, remember, smooth through your feet. Let your ankles move. Going in 10, Bringing it up to 90. In 3, 2, 1. Don't change your gear yet. Just accept the new little blip in your muscles. Up to 90. Right there. Eyes up, shoulders relaxed, feet strong. 10 seconds. Nicely done. In 2, 1, let your gear go a little bit. Back to your 60%. Cadence now. Hanging out here. Most efficient cadence for all of us pretty much. Road and mountain bike, you use this a lot. Good. This is our happy place. 1 more minute to go like this. Have a little drink. As you recover each time we do this, you're coming back not to talking pace, but where you can probably put words together. Going in 30 seconds. Good job, guys. Relax. Play around with this on a group ride. Just trying to aim for being in a cadence. Wonder when we'll get to group ride again. Going in 15. This time it's up to 100 cadence. Winding it up. On my cue, coming in 3, 2, 1. 100 cadence. Up, up. Good. Get it up there. A little bit harder effort. And hold it. Nice, everybody. Last little bit here. At that 100 cadence. 2, 1, back the gear off just a little bit. We're gonna go 1.5 minutes like this. 1 more increase at the top. Back to your 60%. Relax. Eyes up. Just getting into that rhythm. Learn your rhythms on the bike. 1 more minute. Sometimes get to play that game with yourself. Guess what your cadence is? Same as when we do perceived effort. All right, just over 30 seconds more. Then 1 little high leg speed acceleration and wattage increase. 30 more seconds away. Really good, folks. Right around that 100. Think of the pistons. 15 to go. On my cue, I'm just gonna say up, up. 110. 3, 2, up, up. Last little bit. Up. Top end of this. Want you to hit 110. And hold it. Nicely done. 15 to go. Come on. Stay determined. 5, 3, 2, and let it go. Good job. It's funny how that's not at a huge workload or effort, but even maybe it's just paying attention. Gets a little challenging. So, a couple minutes here here just getting ready for the big set. And those of you that have done a lot with us know that quite often when we're doing the really intense work, we're looking at a little bit smaller block of time that we're doing it. So today you are doing 4 times 4 minutes in this main set. 4 times 4 minutes doesn't sound too hard, but we're doing this little Oreo version. That's my new name for this top end where you go in and out. I know Mark, I gave him some of these kinds of things for when he was training for Cape Epic. The idea is to be able to go into something with a really strong start, but kind of just keeping yourself at a level that you know you can come back. You're not completely just blowing yourself up. And then you're coming back, though, to your hour power number, which is comfortably uncomfortable and will be quite uncomfortable when you come off MAP. So the idea here is you're setting yourself up, and then you're riding a good solid pace for 3 minutes, and then I'm going to cue you to come out of it hard as well. So that would be like if you had a bit of a challenge, a bit of a, whether it's a race or just even challenging yourself to finish it off hard. That's what we're doing. So we're going to go in a minute, if that's okay for everybody. Give me a thumbs up. Yeah? All right, if you're on the playlist, I kind of started some, when I do hard efforts, I like it to be a little bit kind of harder music. So starting on about the 11th song, it'll keep running through some, yeah, harder kind of songs, music, tempo, rhythm, all of that. So find that, and then you're doing all of this at preferred cadence. So part of the concept of going through all that cadence efficiency is for you to kind of be feeling just within the last 10 minutes what feels good and what doesn't, and try and play around with that. So we're going in 20 seconds on this first one. Have another sip of water. Preferred cadence. Give me a 5 out of 10 to start, then keep bringing it up. 6 out of 10. 7. Going in 10 seconds. 4 minutes long. All right? Give yourselves a good head shake. It's a tough one. In 2, 1, up, up, up. Come on. 30 seconds hard into it. Come on, guys. Try and get up that big number. Hop. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. 7 out of 10. 75%. Really, really hard in the beginning, but get there. 3 minutes. Your choice of cadence. Try not to overgear. Seconds done. Come on, guys. Feeling it come down a little bit. Hold on to that number. Good job, guys. Shoulders relax. 2 minutes now. 2 minutes at 75%, 7 out of 10. Feeling a little bit better. Come on. Strong to the feet. Good job, guys. Awesome job. Come on, you're halfway through this piece. Stay on it, stay on it. Very uncomfortable. Come on. Pick something to focus on. 1 more minute coming up. Okay guys, right here, right here. Head up, breathe. Hold on to your cadence. Take it away, take it away, take it away. A little bit more. Change up your hand position if it helps. Really good. Come on, 30 seconds. And then you know what? You're going as hard as you can out of it. All right? Hands on the drops. If it helps you to feel like more of a locomotive. Kira, this is as hard as you can go. Last 30 seconds. All right? Going in 5, 2, 1. Come on. Racing for the single track. Racing for the finish line. Push, push, push. Hold on. 20. Head up. Look where you want to go. Not a smile. 10. 3, 2, and back off. Easy, easy, easy. Okay, folks, good job. So, this is one of those things. Oh, just wait a sec here. I'm going to talk yet. So my apologies. I do have a couple people on here haven't tested, maybe don't know kind of what the numbers, especially we haven't done a ton of this work. We don't do a ton of this work. You do a small proportion of your business at this level. But max aerobic power, we've done 1 minute of recovery, everyone, okay? Max aerobic power is where you get to at the end of a steady ramp, your highest output, feeling like you're 10 out of 10. But bearing in mind that that feeling comes after having done a progression. So it's not the same as a flat out sprint, which is where you're just trying to do what you can for 6 to 15 seconds. Okay, so this is an aerobic effort, but hard at the end of a big push there. Okay, so same thing again, and it's coming up in a minute and a bit, a minute and 15, a minute and 10. Recover, recover right now. Have a drink. Think about what you did well in that one. It's always a little bit hard the first. And what we're going to do now, just reflect on that for a second. And when I was saying use visuals, and I liked some of Michaela's this morning, everybody who's been an athlete, and lots of us who haven't, use visuals in trying to convince themselves to do things a little bit better. Some of hers where she's locomotive as one. I like to think of animals quite often, trying to emulate something that can just turn it over really hard, really fast. We're gonna go in 20 seconds. So start bringing that gear in. I want you to try and hit around your MAP number or that 10 out of 10 number or feeling at the end of that 30 seconds so that that's how you're entering the 3 minutes at 7 out of 10. Getting ready now again, folks. Here we go. Let's hurt the eyeballs a bit. 2, 1, 30 seconds. Come on. Get on it. You know you have to go off the start line hard. You're halfway. Up, up, up. 5, 3, 2, back to your 7 out of 10, 75%. First part feels awful. That's okay. All feel the same. Recover. Recover. Get on that rhythm. 30 done. Play with your cadence if you want. A little bit of Jesus race there. Took him away, Tracy. All right, get into this cadence. Lock it in. Steady. 1 minute done. Good. Stay right there. Now, maybe you feel like you could actually ride an hour at this pace if it weren't for that annoying start. Find that cadence that you know now is working for you. Good job, guys. We have another minute. Just keeping it together like this. Legs hurt? Think of something else. Think of your feet. Think how strong connection to the pedal is. Think how strong your legs are. Think how you know you have something left over. The last 30 seconds. You're in control. Right here. Good job. Watching you motivated individuals is very motivating. 15 seconds. This is our out. All right? A little bit more gear. Top of the Oreo. 30 seconds. More gear. In 2, 1. Come on. Fire in the eyes. Come on, guys. 20. Standing or seated, I don't care. Come on, guys. 10. 3, 2, and back it off. Whew. Recover. Hey, these efforts are really hard. Make sure this in-between part, you're giving yourself a little stand if you need, sit up if you need. 2 out of 10 for this first part. 2.5 minutes to go. So talking about going into these efforts can be really hard to get your head around. I think that's what I'm trying to express to you guys. It's like, oh, and I always used to feel like that at the start of any race. And you know what, whenever I go to a start line, even though it's not been my career for a darn long time, I still feel that same thing where like, oh, I'm gonna have to go hard. Ooh. Jeff's gonna try and beat me up in the start. Or whatever. But basically, you gotta kind of get that game face on, whatever you wanna call it. And this is a good way to practice it. So we're gonna do that again 2 times. You're halfway through. Have a drink. Starting to feel more like a normal human being as we go into, got 1:15 more recovery. How's it going, Jim? Good? All right. So now you know what you're trying to get to in the first 30 seconds. For me, I'm just trying to see my MAP the last little bit and then bring it back and try and get in control as quickly as you can. And then just save one match for the end there, right? So that's what we're trying to do. We're gonna go in 45 seconds. So this next 45, instead of soft pedaling right up to the start of it, just start trying to get yourself regrouped and ready. So 30 seconds to go now. Find that cadence that you're liking. And when I say liking, maybe you're starting out at the number and then you're winding it up a little bit to bring it up in the 30 seconds. Just over 20. Should be at least 6 out of 10 now. Getting up to around 8-ish, 9 as you're going into it. 10 seconds. All right, we're getting ready here. We got 5. This is the start. Going for the single track, going for the whole shot. 2, 1, come on. Push, push, push. Come on, guys, over halfway. Hit that MAP. Bring the gear back, get in control. Come on. Uncomfortable. Find your rhythm. Awesome job, come on. Recover, recover. Great, I breathe hard as a bit of a comfort. 30 seconds down. All right, guys, you'll find your regrouping may come a little bit differently than someone else's, but it'll come. Have faith. Eyes up. First minute. Do a little assessment. Quick change my gear. Use a little bit more leg speed. Vice versa. Think about, it's gonna get you through this a little better. There, that's halfway through this middle of the Oreo. Looking for our outside cookie. Awesome job. Play with your hand position if it helps. Any change can be good. Little bend in the elbows. Try not to lock those shoulders. There you go, Kara. It's easy to start going like this when you're hurting. That's back to the dance. Okay, guys. Holding right here. And we're starting to think about that out. Coming from a big workload. 30 seconds. It's only one more after this one. Try and push it a little bit more on this. 15. Bring a bit of gear now. If you're bringing gear in, then make it happen. I'm sure you probably are. Going at 5, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Push, push, push. Out of this darn cookie. 20. Come on. Little more. 10. Come on, you got it. you're actually doing really full out efforts, it is so much easier to be side by side, having someone push you. So it's nice. You can kind of look around even on the screen and see nobody's letting it go. So lots of you who do mass start events and things like that, even time trials, even if you're on your own actually, the beginning of a time trial, you wouldn't go up to MAP, but you'd still be winding it up from a dead stop. And if you're not trained to do it, then it can throw you into all kinds of distress. So that's what we're doing. We're training ourselves for a hard start, floating in the middle, although it doesn't feel like floating. But let's think we feel like floating, and then having that one big explosion in a positive way, big explosive effort at the end. So we're going again in just over a minute. So still soft pedaling, all good. This is your last 4 minutes of the night. This is vastly, vastly, vastly harder than doing a 4-minute pursuit effort where you're just hovering at a manageable effort, because the 2 sprints in the beginning and the end throw a whole different character on it. So I want you to start thinking about your cadence again. Are you bogging down? I'm actually not seeing anyone bogging down, which is awesome. Could you use a little bit more gear if you're not quite getting that MAP? And as always, just do a little top to bottom relax. Let's get our attitude on a little bit here. Going in 30 seconds. Should be at least 6 out of 10. Getting to 7. I'm having another little swig. 15 seconds. Start getting that last bit of gear. This is that big couple of matches we're using at the beginning. We're going in 5. Last one, guys. Nothing to save anything for now. 2, 1, 30 seconds. Come on. Hunker down. Winding it up, winding it up. Come on, guys. Use those feet. Keep it strong. 10. Really good, guys. Come on. Again, not a smile. 2, 1, 7 out of 10. Catch it. Catch it. Good. You got it. Right there. Feel the heart rate coming down. Feel the legs coming back from that spaghetti squash. 30 seconds. Okay. Next 2 minutes is all good. Focus on that cadence. More cadence if you can. Get to the same place. 1 minute down. Oh, feels good. Rhythm, rhythm. Keep it going. Very hand position if it helps. Really good, you guys. Slightly more comfortably uncomfortable. You got 90 more seconds like this. So good. Come on, everyone. Can't see Tara. One minute Come on, smooth pedal stroke. Break it down. Everybody's legs hurt. And this is that last bit of whatever ride or event. You want to be able to go for the final push. Regroup in your head. Think you can, think you can. Come on. Relax elbows. Thinking about gear now. Probably bring it up to 8 out of 10. So you can hit your MAP. Going in 5. Last match, guys. 2, 1. Come on. Push it. Ride it like you mean it. Come on. Come on, fierce. Don't be scared, don't be scared. Come on, 10. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay. Nice one, everyone. So just a reminder. So Kira, MAP, not a nice place to be, right? But we do use it occasionally, and we only use it a small percentage of our training. Doing it like that, where I was calling it an Oreo, is where you're really challenging your system to come back and recover. And that would be much like you would do in an event or a race. You have to make a hard effort and then kind of come back without falling completely off the pace. Working on that number, that very highest number that you can get to, that's something you do with complete recovery. That's something that is compromised, obviously, when you're coming off a hard effort into it. So we were trying to work on our system. It's a little bit different system, and also mentally hard to do that. But some of you, once you convince yourselves that, you know, a 30-second all-out, flat-out effort is kind of a cool thing, and you get over the first 2 seconds of it, those are fun workouts too, where we're going full recovery. And I've said before, when you go to the velodrome and watch the sprinters, or any sprinters in, well, a bunch of sports actually, but certainly in cycling, they'll do a whole lot of 15-second ballistic, high-powered efforts, and then a lot of pedaling around in between recovering. There's a lot of recovery to the effort. So one thing Mark asked, and you know, I guess we're sort of finished on our main part of this, right? So we'll finish the video, but I wanted to talk to you guys. So wrap on the workout.